Which study is better, either self-study or school study? So what do you think about that?
I think self-study is better than
You think self-study is better than school study, and you obviously
school study.
why?
Because school study is better than self study. Without school study you can't self study, because teacher teach everything, but without teacher you can't become anything.
And you?
I support self-study because if we choose self-study, so we can save our time and we can focus that syllabus, which syllabus I am weak. So that's why self-study is better.
So let's have a conversation.
I think self-study is better because in self-study we can save our time easily and we can focus our subject. That subject is weak. So why are you thinking about school study? If you if you support self study, then you can say self study is better than school study, because self study, if you confuse any, if you weak any subject, you can focus. But if you uh, weak any subject, you can ask, if you join school study you can ask teacher, and teacher easily teach you. But do you know, sister, if you go school, so you can waste your time and you can face many things like crowd and many things. But if you choose self study, so you can study properly and you can save your time. And in self study, if you're talking about, you can ask any question face to face, so you can ask any question in self study, like you can choose online classes. There is many teachers and there is many teachers like top teachers. But many students choose online classes, but they don't focus properly study, because they using only mobile and scrolling video, but they don't study properly because they using mobile. So they can't study properly. If you're talking about school study is learn everything, and if you hesitation any topic, then if you ask teacher and friend. Do you know, sister, it's depend you how can you manage your time. If you are going to school, so you are telling you I am going for study, but you are not going to school, and there is you think about there is no teacher available, and teacher are not to teach every student in one time. But if you choose self study, so you can, if you want to achieve something, and if your goal is perfect, and if you want to achieve something, so you can easily find this, because you know what's a mean of study. So many in this time many students are choose self study, and I also choose self study, and many students are choose self study. You can go, you can see in library and home, many students are read self study, but they don't but they don't become easily a IS, OPS, and doctor and engineer, because they don't properly study, because but they only focus they only focus uh, our goal, and they don't study properly, because they don't know how to manner of anything. Okay, you know, sister, you are only going to school, and your all parents know you are going to school, and my child is going to school for study, but they are not study there. And if you study self study, then your parents see you, they can see you what's their child doing. No, how can you say that? Many students in this time, many students go school study, because without school study, many students careless. Uh, okay, suppose that if we're talking about school study is better. But firstly, you tell me, without study, self study, you can manage your study. No,
No,
you are
I'm not
only.
talking. I'm not this saying you can't study self study. I'm saying firstly you study school study, uh, then you study self study, then you become a doctor.
Okay, okay, only you are going to school and you are wasting your time. But if you don't study self study, then how can you study all subject? How can you manage your all subjects? It's depend you. If you make your timetable and you can study properly, you can half study other subject, and after some time you can study other subject. So it's depend only self study. Without self study you can't do anything.
But without school study you can't do anything, because school study time is fixed, and children are properly, and they know.
Yes, I know. School study is a firstly way of teaching, but I think if you focus self study, so it is better for you. And suppose that you are going to school and you don't pay attention in self study, so you can understand your all concepts.
No, without self study and without school study you can't do anything. But if you talking about only self study, is it is not good, because without teacher and without friends, if you hesitation any topic, and if you don't go school, and if you can ask a friend, and you can ask a
Yes,
teacher.
you're saying right, but do you know, sister, if you choose self study, so there is many advantage. Like you can don't feel tired, and you can take rest many time. But if you go school study, after some time you can come, and after some time you can sleep. Then how can you manage your time? And if you choose self study, so you can study properly in many times, and after some time you can do your own what you can do everything like homework, and you can feel fresh. But if you going school and after some time coming you feel depressed and tired.
Why
So
feel different?
that's why I'm saying self study is
No, no,
better.
if you do self study, you can feel tired, you can feel depressed, because uh, you can study alone.
Okay.
And if you if you can school study, and if you don't feel stressed and you don't feel tired, because there are many friends available and teacher available, you can do anything. Suppose uh, if you teach science, and without practical you can't do.
Okay, if you're talking about if I choose self study, so I can feel depressed, tired. So can you tell me how can this possible? Because I believe self study.
I'm not saying without teacher you can't. I'm not saying you can't do self study. I'm saying firstly
No,
you.
no, this is not my question. I am asking you. You are saying that if you choose self study, so you can feel depressed and tired. I am not thinking about.
Why you choose self study?
Because in self study many benefits, like in not in school study. That's why I'm saying self study is better.
Okay, tell me what is the benefit of self study?
Yes, there is many benefits of self study. Firstly, you can save your time, and you can manage your time.
If you
And
if
you
you
can listen to me. You can focus on this subject. Which subject is your weak?
Okay.
But you can go in school and college. Their teacher only teaching.
This
But
problem
they taught
is
what
student,
they
you can't they don't focus.
Okay, okay. May I ask you a question? If
Okay.
suppose that you are weak one subject, like in English, but their teacher is only focused in other subjects, that's that time what will you?
Their school in school many teachers available, like physics, maths, English. Why not
Yes,
focus?
there is many teachers is available, but I think other teacher is not available for everything, and they don't pay attention in students every time.
Why not focus?
And you can if you choose self study, and you can join online class, and there is many teachers, top teachers, and you can ask any question without hesitation.
But if you
In
join
anywhere.
if you join a school study, you can ask any question without hesitation, and without if you hesitation in